YouTube. Today I'm going to talk about a pole that I brought, which was about 3 weeks ago. I think they're called jilong or something. That's if I got that right. This is the pole that I brought. This one here. And amazingly, after about 2 weeks, I've happened to get, which is absolutely ridiculous, a pole leak. Now this is the make of it, and within about 3 days, I've literally lost from about water that was up here, which is now down here, in 3 days. So we're halfway down into the pool now because of this leak. Now I'll contact the company which make the poles, and it's supposed to be under warranty, but I found out it wasn't under warranty anymore due to the fact that the company's gone bust. It's nice, isn't it, to find that out when you've got a nice rip in your pool. So what I've done is, in the meantime, to try and actually slow some of this water down, as you can see, I've put bricks in the water, which I'm currently going to take out now because I'm going to actually repair this patch. What actually got me with the company, which many pool companies actually do, is they send you patches. Now they put the clear patches in, and what they're for is they're for anything that happens on these outside walls of the pool. So for argument's sake, if you've got a little split in it and the water was coming out of it, then you could put these clear patches on it where they don't exactly show. But when it comes to having a hole in the bottom of your liner, you get this. Now there's no adhesive with these at all. All this is just a little tiny piece of plastic, which is your liner at the bottom, which is that. And you get another piece of that as well for this, for the outside wall. So obviously if you get any leaks on the outside wall, you can patch it up, which you just put it over the leak like that. But what happens when you've got no glue? Now this is the problem that I had. I've had about, I would say about literally 2 weeks with this pole, or about a week, I would say, about 1 week of this pole being like this. And I've had to go online to find out what adhesives to use to actually stick on these patches, to stick them underwater, because there's not a lot of, you have to have a special adhesive to actually stick it underwater, so it actually sticks to the bottom of it. I actually thought there was a backing on the back of this which peeled off, but obviously not. And a lot of the companies, they are doing this. It isn't just this company. A lot of the companies like Intex and Best Way are doing the same thing. So when you have got a hole in the bottom of your pool, you have got a major problem, because then you've got to either go to your local store that does swimming pools, obviously, or you've got to go onto the internet, onto eBay, to actually buy the adhesive. Now what I done is I went on eBay and I actually bought the adhesive, because in the meantime what I've done is I've now arguing it out with the seller on Amazon where I bought it from. Originally it come from Germany, which was unbeknown to me because I didn't know where it was actually coming from, because it was only like delivered in about 2 to 3 days, which it did come quite pretty quick. But I got in touch with the seller and he wants to send me a new pool liner, which was absolutely hideous, because I'm now thinking to myself, where am I going to put that pool water? So I'd have to pump that out, put it into another pool, then pump it back in. I explained this to the seller and he's not took no notice really. He's just saying about giving me another pool liner. So I'll have to make another video and let you know sort of like what goes on there anyway. But in the meantime, what I've had to do is I've had to get this, which is a vinyl. It's a vinyl pool repair, and it works underwater, and apparently it goes off within about 24 hours. Mustn't disturb it though when I put patch on. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use the patches, as you can see, because it's rolled up inside the packet here. Use those patches and stick it to that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 3 layers up and stick it, so it makes it more thicker. So hopefully it won't bust again. But I'm not very happy because I've only had it like 3 weeks, and that shouldn't have happened. I've had other pools as well. I've had Best Way pools, and I found that they're a lot thicker. The pool liner is a lot thicker at the bottom. As you can see, I've put a sheet at the bottom on there, which most people do, which they are for pools, what pools sit on stone and whatnot, and that's to protect it. Some people actually put these pools on stones. I don't know how they get away with it, but they do. But this kind of pool wouldn't take that. I would never ever buy one of these pools in this make. Never. Another thing I wanted to point out is this here. Now this is a problem again, because this actually holds the legs of this pole, and they keep moving because obviously the weight of the water as well in it. But this keeps moving, and in the winter I've got to keep this pool out, because apparently you can keep these pools out all year round as long as you keep them well covered up. But what happens when that goes brittle, when the sun makes it brittle, and it goes brittle in the winter? Well, I've got a little trick that I might try on it. I'm going to see if it works, and if it does, I'll let you know. I will let my little secret out, but at the moment I'm just going to keep that to myself, and I'm going to give it a go and see what it's like. But anyway, what I'll do is I'll keep you informed. I'll keep you well informed, and I will, in the next video, I will show you how to apply patches when you've got this problem. As I say, it's not very nice. Not when your water bills just come to £300 anyway. It's not something you can actually keep emptying. And many of you have probably got bigger pools than this, which has probably cost a hell of a lot more, and it ain't no fun. Anyway, further ado, I'm just going to show you where the problem is just before we go. The exact hole. It isn't very big, but it's big enough to have let all that water out. That hole, which my pump should be in, can't go on there now, due to the fact, because the water was up here, now it's gone down there. That's how much I've lost. Anyway, this is the hole where I'm pointing into the water. That's the hole there, and that's where I've got to repair it. So in the next video I will show you how to repair that hole, and then we'll see how we actually get on and if it works. Alright, I'll see you soon. Bye for now.